The dust hasn't even settled after Cowboys' mandatory minicamp, and already the front office has made its first significant moves. 2 players are in, 2 players are out, and these aren't just procedural signings. One of these additions could turn heads by the time training camp ramps up. Let's dive in. After evaluating talent during minicamp, the Dallas Cowboys have waived defensive tackle Justin Rogers and cornerback Luke Barku. In their place, the team has signed defensive tackle perrion Winfrey and cornerback Rochelle, both former 4th-round picks with intriguing upside. These aren't just warm bodies to fill a roster. There's real potential here. Let's start with perrion Winfrey, the defensive tackle who was originally selected in the 4th round of the 2022 NFL Draft. He's not a nose tackle. He's not your 2-gap run plugger. This guy is a penetrator, a pure 3-tech who explodes off the ball and creates chaos in the backfield. At 6 feet 4 inches and just under 300 pounds, Winfrey brings the kind of frame and length the Cowboys have shown increasing interest in. That wingspan, it's something this front office clearly values. They want linemen who can win with leverage and disrupt passing lanes, and Winfrey fits that mold. The team clearly believes there's something untapped in him. This isn't just about depth. This is about finding a disruptive interior presence, someone who can push the pocket and give this defense another gear up front. Let's talk about perrion Winfrey, because this signing has real layers. After a brief stint in the NFL, Winfrey found his footing in the United Football League, UFL, where he didn't just show up, he stood out. He earned all UFL honors this past season, finishing with 29 tackles and a sack, despite limited reps. His play in that league proved one thing: talent has never been the issue. Now he's back in the NFL, and the timing couldn't be better. The Cowboys' defensive tackle depth chart is razor thin. Right now, it's Mazi Smith, Osa Odigizua, Solomon Thomas, Junior Fehoko, Denzel Daxon, and a few developmental guys like Tavondre Sweat and Ernest Brown IV. That's not exactly a fortress in the trenches. Let's be real. Not all of those names will make it to the regular season roster. Some won't even see the field in a meaningful way. That opens a real path for Winfrey. The Cowboys know what they need: a disruptive, upfield attacking presence who can rotate behind the starters and create pressure from the interior. Winfrey brings just that, but this opportunity is about more than football. It's about redemption. His early NFL journey with the Browns was derailed not by talent, but by off-the-field issues. Questions around professionalism, maturity, and locker room presence followed him. That's what led to his release, not his ability to play. But stepping away from the league, grinding it out in the UFL, and fighting his way back, that takes growth. That takes humility. And it might be exactly what he needed. The Cowboys are giving him a shot. And if Winfrey's learned from the past, this could be the start of a real comeback story. He has the traits. He has the experience, and now he has a chance. This is exactly why culture matters. When you build a strong, disciplined, winning culture, like what the Cowboys have been working toward, you give yourself room to take chances on raw, talented players who might not have had everything figured out earlier in their careers. perrion Winfrey is one of those gambles, and it's the kind of calculated risk that can pay off big. He's still young, just a few years removed from being drafted in 2022, and has already shown growth and humility by fighting his way back through the UFL. If the Cowboys' locker room is as solid as we think it is, it could be the perfect environment to help Winfrey find his stride and finally deliver on that potential. Dallas still needs more help at defensive tackle, ideally someone with more experience, more consistency. But this is a smart first step. If it hits, it's a low-risk, high-reward move. Now let's talk about the second signing, cornerback Rochelle. Let's be clear, this is a special teams acquisition. Rochelle isn't coming into battle for a starting corner spot. What he brings is elite value on coverage units, particularly as a gunner. His time in Green Bay showed flashes of exactly that. He's made multiple plays downing punts inside the 5-yard line, showcasing the hustle and awareness that makes a difference on game day. Even if it doesn't show up on fantasy stats, he's likely stepping into a role similar to what Amani Oruwariye provided last year. A reliable physical special teams contributor who does the dirty work and does it well. Every good team needs those guys, and Rochelle fits that mold. As for the players let go, Justin Rogers and Luke Barku, the writing was on the wall. Rogers had limited opportunities, and while his frame is more suited for a 1-tech or 0-tech role in the middle, he just couldn't break through in a crowded and evolving defensive tackle group. It's a reminder of how tight the margins are in this league. Sometimes it's not about talent, it's about timing, fit, and opportunity. And right now, the Cowboys believe they've found better fits for their evolving roster. Justin Rogers' release raised some eyebrows, and for good reason. At 6 feet 3 inches, nearly 350 pounds, Rogers brought serious size to the interior. That kind of bulk isn't easy to find. He had the frame to clog lanes, eat blocks, and control the middle. Frankly, the Cowboys don't have many players built like him on the roster, so why move on? This decision signals something deeper, a shift in defensive philosophy. With Mike Zimmer taking over as defensive coordinator, the Cowboys are leaning toward a more aggressive, attacking front. No more waiting. No more two-gapping and letting linebackers do the cleaning. This defense wants to strike first, and that means the guys up front need to shoot gaps, not just hold them. The swap between Rogers and perrion Winfrey makes that crystal clear. They're not just different in terms of name. They represent two completely different styles. Winfrey plays with violence, urgency, and a penetrating mindset. He disrupts. He gets upfield. And while Rogers brought sheer mass, Winfrey brings that burst and chaos this scheme seems to now crave. And don't overlook this. Winfrey also held his own against the run during his NFL snaps. So this isn't a pure pass rush gamble. It's about fit. As for Luke Barku, his time in Dallas was limited. His release doesn't come as a major shock. It's part of the natural roster churn at this time of year. But make no mistake, these weren't just depth chart tweaks. These moves send a clear message from the front office and coaching staff. This team is evolving. They're not sitting back. They're shaping this roster to match a new vision. Faster, nastier, and more aggressive on the line of scrimmage. 2 players out. 2 very intentional additions. And while it may not be headline-breaking news league-wide, fans in Dallas should take note. Because every move matters when you're chasing greatness.